Minnesota Timberwolves are going to win the World Championship.
Edwards. Edwards! They are advancing to the Western Conference Finals for the first time in 20 years.
Oh, it's on, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, yeah, baby.
Welcome into Wolves After Dark. Timberwolves win 149-142 in overtime against the Pelicans. I remember being laughed at last week for entertaining the idea that the Pelicans could beat us. But anyways, we win. We do win. If you're new here or if you're a regular here, like the stream. Like I promised last stream, if we get to 50 likes, we'll do a giveaway. Only 50 likes today, not 75, just 50. I already see we have 10, which is amazing. That's a great start. We had 24 of you waiting before I even get started. That's amazing. Sorry, I was a little late. And we've already got donations to the laptop fund. Not going to lie, get to watch it live. So $2 laptop fund. I appreciate that, Ryan. Thank you. Ashwin, thanks you. And speaking of Ashwin, everybody, I want everybody in the chat right now. It wasn't today. It was yesterday. But Ashwin's birthday was yesterday. So everybody sing happy birthday in the chat to Ashwin. Oh, man. We had a lot of comments also before we even started streaming. There's lots of angry comments in here from people, which is great. But yeah, so that was, kind of on brand for all the games that we've had this year. Not a super fun first half, but the third quarter was great. And then when it mattered, it's like we talked about this last game, and it's like, really, it's just, we're just like the team that's playing the third quarter and then the clutch minutes, I guess. I mean, and clutch has not been great for us, but obviously overtime was very good for us this time. I mean, we were dominating. It was hard to see this since there was no score, but still, yes. Happy birthday, Ashwin. Indeed, you old man. Boom. Well, hopefully Ashwin sees this. And if you're watching the VOD, leave a comment on the video and like the stream and say happy birthday, Ashwin. Also hit the stupid hype button, whatever the heck that does. Anyways, the Pelicans at one point had a 15-point lead. That's unacceptable. And that first half defensively was not good. But Anthony Edwards, just incredible tonight. I mean, I don't want to say single-handedly won us the game because we had some big moments late, of course. But lots of good performances, lots of decent performances. I mean, Edwards, 44 points, incredible. Gobert, 26 and 13, really good night for him. Almost got a three-point attempt. It was not an official three-point attempt from Gobert. He was like, he had half of his foot over the line, but I have to watch that again because I don't remember if that was like late shot clock. Also, mind you, all of this hashtag analysis that I'm putting in here is I didn't listen. I didn't have the audio on for the first half. So if something was mentioned by Jim Pete or Grady, I didn't hear it because I had my volume all the way down. But I heard the second half. Nas with 18 points, Jaden with 17 points, Dante with 15 points, Randall with 16. But how many of those came in OT? 8, half of his points in overtime. Jalen Clark only had 6 points, but those were big buckets. I don't know. That was a good game. But shout out to the Pelicans. I know they suck, but they have some future. We were talking about this in the Discord. It's really not. The Zion situation is really sad, and just today it was announced that he's going to be even further. It's reevaluated in 3 weeks or something like that. That's really sad. I feel bad for them because Zion is a special talent. He has lost weight, and he's in really good shape. But now he's just getting injured still, which I don't know what the injury is and what extent that has to do with previous health or anything like that. But Carrot with the $2 laptop fund donation for Ashwin. After today, what is the ceiling for this team? Well, I don't know. I mean, I'm not necessarily using this win to first off, thank you for the super chat. I'm not really using this win to be this suddenly proves something that we didn't know. Because I think we've been capable of doing stuff like this. if anything, this game might have overall, I mean, not hurt's the wrong word, because I mean, obviously you win and that's a good thing. But I just think that you're playing 2 games against the Pelicans. Really all that matters is that you win. I don't know. I'm starting to get a little less into the weeds, and I know that we do a daily show or a gamely show, where we dive into more specifics about players and things like that. But there is an element of it just doesn't matter as long as you win, you know? Because like, sure, you can have like I think what I said the other day just makes a lot of sense. Not that it's like super profound or anything like that, but it's like, hey, if you have a terrible first half, a great third quarter, and a good last 3 minutes of the game, and you win, like, what does it matter? If you win the finals and you lose 3/4 of the game, like, let's say you're in the NBA finals, it's game 7. You lose the first quarter, the second quarter, and the third quarter, but you win the fourth quarter and you win the game. Like, who cares? Who cares about the bad stuff? I mean, it is important for like trends on the season, but you know, getting wins is good. Getting wins in tricky situations is good. We were down, like I said, by 15 at one point, so like that's obviously a good thing against any team. But yeah, no, honestly, Carrot, the thing that I was more my eyes were open to, and what I was kind of saying before when I was talking about Zion, is, I mean, they've got some interesting pieces. I don't know how they fully put together. Sorry, I have like a hair someplace on my face. They have a lot of interesting players. Like Trey Murphy is like a fun like player to have. I wanted Trey Murphy a couple years ago, and I don't know how that really works now, but that would be fun. You know, they just got a lot of pieces. They just got to put it all together. You know, Fears is still obviously very young. Queen is very young, but those guys look pretty good. What did they end up with? Murphy had 33. Wow, Trey Murphy had 15 rebounds tonight. Am I reading this correctly? He had 33 and 15. Queen was 21, 8 and 6. Fears was 23, 3 and 5. I don't know. Like, you know, that's pretty good. That's pretty fun. Like, before, when the Pelicans were bad, it was like, I mean, it was like when they had Julius Randle, right? I feel like I keep forgetting, but that was he there during, oh, I don't remember. When was he there? Doesn't really matter, but let's see. I guess I'm pulling it up. He was there 2018. Wow, it's so long ago. That's crazy. Was it the same time as Finch? I don't remember. But either way, like they had teams where it was kind of like, man, this just doesn't make any sense. Now they're kind of building with rookies, building with younger guys, and like they got some fun ones. You know, they're clearly going to be fun. And I'm like, as a fan of the Timberwolves, I mean, I want to win on Thursday or whatever it is. But like, I'm curious to see them again because they're kind of a fun team. But yeah, sorry, I'm getting the tier list ready as well. I always leave the players in there from the previous day because I'm lazy. Let's go Wolves. Rudy. Wow, Rudy had such a crazy night. Rudy played with AD, or Randall played with AD. Wow, he played with AD. I was thinking he was there. Was he also there at the same time as Boogie? I don't know. But Murphy's a good rebounder. Not first time he's done that. Yeah, I guess I don't, to be honest, I don't really watch Pelicans games. Or as Luka Doncic says, I don't really watch that much NBA. And yes, Finch was there. Okay, cool. Yeah. Ant-Man is the king cake. I've never heard that before. This is what I said in the Discord. I literally said this exact same thing because he was like playing well, but then he's also like shooting threes, but not threes confidently. I mean, not threes, plural, but he shot a 3, or he shot an almost 3 at a point. And then I don't remember what play. There was a play quickly after that where it was like, what is he doing? I think there was like some crazy pass that he had. I don't know. But Boogie was next year. That makes sense. Yeah. But no, I mean, you know, the game was all over the place. Didn't love the first half. And going into the half, I think we were down around 10 at half. Not good. That was not good. And then they really, I mean, the third quarter, I looked it up before the game. We were, I don't know if it's still true. I guess I could pull it up again, but we were 7th in third quarter scoring in the league. Let's see what we are today. Oh, this is the opposite. This is team. So let's see if it, or not today, just now. I wonder if this update's live. Yeah, we're still 7th. It's interesting. Third quarter, we're 7th. I'd like to see that fourth quarter also be up there too. Fourth quarter scoring, we are 18th. So not fantastic there. But the third quarter, the third quarter's been getting us back in games, and then it's close, and then we give ourselves a shot. I don't like saying give ourselves a shot against the Pelicans, who are 3-18, now 3-19. That's not what we should be saying. We should be saying that against like the Thunder, which we did give ourselves a shot against the Thunder. So I don't know. Anyways, I think we should. Yeah. I also love Fadina. I know you're taking a victory lap. How about me? We almost lost to the Pelicans, and you laughed at me. We almost lost to the Pelicans. They legit probably should have won. That's my victory lap of the day. Anyways, let's get into the tier list. Pull that up. I thought I had it pulled up. Oh, there it is. Okay. All right. For those of you that are new, A1, unforgettably good game. Wancho, unforgettably bad game. Clark County Jail, great defensive game. Cash, great offensive game. Horse-Sized Duck is probably A1, just you're not going to remember it. It's an amazing game, top game, but you're just not going to remember it someday. So, because I want to, basically, A1 is I need you to pick out that game at the end of the season. I need a casual fan to pick it out at the end of the season. That's actually a better way to put it, because people that pay attention to the Timberwolves every single game can probably remember most things, but if you, or most games. But if you ask a casual fan and be like, remember when Ant scored 44 in New Orleans? Probably not. Anyways, Carrot, I appreciate my takeaway. Good teams find ways to win games. See, that is true. And that, that was sort of kind of my roundabout answer to what you were saying earlier. So that's a good deal. I feel like Horse-Sized Duck should have always been there. I love that tier. I know. I actually love it too. Because we've had a lot of times in the past where A1 is too high, but cash just seems not right. So it doesn't make sense. Whoa, look at this. The birthday boy. Well, the belated birthday boy. Everybody, now I know I told you to do it earlier, but you need to go back and type in the chat again. 5 gifted from the birthday boy. How about that? Ashwin turned 25 today. It's pretty wild. Can we trade Rob for Fears? I don't think that's gonna happen. But if they're down, I'm down. So, all right. Let's see. Cam the GOAT. I am the GOAT. I'm too worried about the Wolves because they usually pick it up at the end of the season, or I'm not too worried, I see. But they don't try in the first half. See, this is kind of what the realization that I was coming to last night, or not last night, 2 nights ago, whenever we played. And just recently, it's kind of man, as long as you're winning the first half of the games, first half of the season games, up until the All-Star break, you don't have to be winning crazy, but you need to give yourself a chance to win. You don't want to be in a bad situation post All-Star break or post trade deadline, So, yeah. Cool. All right. Tier list. We're doing it. I think I'm going to do what me and Ashwin did the last time. I really liked going through when it's warranted, we'll talk about some players, but there's some players that we just don't need to talk about. And I need to do a better job of talking less about players that only played 5 minutes. I can't talk about a player that played 5 minutes for 10 minutes, TJ played 8 minutes. Didn't look great, had 2 fouls, had a turnover. Honestly, it's just we care about you. 8 minutes, unless you're, he was pretty bad. He was a -13 tonight. When did those minutes, they had to come basically all in the second. Yeah, in the second quarter. Um, not good. And that's where things kind of got a little sloppy for us. So I'm going to put him in meh. We care about you. Um, I could maybe see Wancho because it was really not a great game from him. Conley, he played 13 minutes at 5 points. I'm going to put him in old, and I don't think it's above meh, but I don't necessarily think it was like terrible. I don't know. I had some guy in the comments complain that I wasn't like supporting Conley enough the last stream. Or not supporting, I don't know, recognizing his game. I think I probably am doing a little bit of a disservice to him because the tier list is a nightly thing, not a season long thing. But it's just like, I don't know. There's just so many moments where I'm like, ooh, Mike can't get past this guy, or yeah, I don't know. It just doesn't look good. And I'm not trying to go into like hyper detail about this. So it's like, I don't know. I think he's just old. Honestly, he could probably be in meh because he just didn't play that much. He only played 13 minutes. Holy cow, we got a lot of likes already. This is crazy. Why are you guys liking the Pelicans stream? This is nuts. We had all these other streams. We didn't even get this many likes in other streams. It's crazy. But I appreciate it. And it's for Ashwin's birthday. That's what it is. So, Rob Dillingham. 7 minutes, 2 rebounds, 2 assists. He was 0 of 2. And I see a comment by Love Fadina. By the way, Rob missed another wide layup. He did. I don't know if it was technically wide open. Maybe I'm thinking of a different one. But yeah. I think we just have to turn away. We can't look at this. I think it's interesting because there's moments out there when he's with the offense where I don't feel like things are terrible, but it's not so much that I'm seeing individual acts and actions from Rob. I mean, he's different. He's definitely looks different out there, both in good and bad ways. Like he has, I don't even know, maybe this is like a move, you guys know I'm not any expert here. Okay. You're not watching for expert analysis. We're all just fans here. But he's dribbling kind of like straight across the paint, which I don't feel, I mean, Mike never really does that. And it's like opening up the offense where he can just kind of bounce pass to like 2 or 3 guys at the same time. And that seems to be generating some offense for us. But that's really all I have to say. I'm going to go with meh. Could go Wancho. I don't know. I would love the problem with Rob. And again, this isn't a tonight thing. This is a season long or career long thing. We just need Rob to be good now. And it's just not going to happen right now. So, okay. Dante. No, not Dante. Let's go to Jalen Clark. Sorry, these are not in order. Jalen Clark had 15 minutes, or he played 15 minutes, had 6 points, 2 rebounds. He was a plus 11. I thought he had really great minutes tonight. I thought he had good offense, good defense, good everything. I mean, when he's out there, because when he was out there, he had 3 3-point attempts that were all basically wide open, and he hit 2 of them. That's what he needs to do, because that was the moment where I think, if I'm remembering correctly, was it? Let me see. Well, there was one in the third quarter that I'm thinking of. Yeah, I think so. It was like end of the third quarter, maybe, and into the fourth quarter, where both of his threes happened. And it was like Ant was kind of going off, but then he started getting doubled and he started passing and he's wide open. And it's like, that's exactly what we have needed for this team forever, is just people for Ant to shoot out to. I mean, we talked about this 5 years ago when we were trying to think of what Ant, I'm seeing Wancho in the comments, what Ant should be. And, we kind of talked about a little bit of like a Harden kind of build around the team, a little bit of like a Luka build around the team where it's like you just cook and then you can pass it out. That's not totally his game, but he is getting better at that game. And he is hitting teammates. As many of you in the comments have said when I've been critical of him, being passive, he is hitting teammates for wide open shots a lot of the time. We just need those people to hit those shots. So I don't know. I don't know where to put him tonight, honestly. Clark is a baller. That's a Rob comment. Clark can change a game for us he always brings intensity, full court pressure, and he shoots good for 3. Exactly. And if he can shoot well from 3, his defense is 3 and being a 3 and D for him, that needs to be like his main goal. If he can hit a bunch of threes, or maybe not a bunch, but just relative, a decent amount of threes. It was good. Clark is always sneakily good. John says, Cash, we need those threes. Yes, we do. It is weird. That's why when I said at the very beginning of the stream, I was like, Ant won this game, but like realistically, there's a lot of players that contributed to this game and making us win. Not that I'm partying over here because we beat the Pelicans in overtime, but still, like, there are a lot of players that contributed to the win. So I would say also, I do agree with this, MN Fish. Bones needs minutes over Dillingham. I don't understand why Finch doesn't give him any run. It is kind of crazy. Bones played well for us in the beginning of season 2. But there must have been a reason. There has to be a reason. I mean, I know that his shooting kind of slowed down at a point, but I mean, Robs isn't doing well either. But I mean, Finch is being pulled all these different directions because he's got half the fans saying, hey, why aren't you? Some people are saying you're still not playing Rob enough. And then others are like, Rob needs to be off the team. So it's like, I mean, he's got to navigate that. I'm not trying to like, that's literally his job, but like, I don't know. Anyways, Clark, I think we will go Cash. It's not like a ton of shots, but like these shots were massive. These were big time buckets. Now let's do Naz Reid. Naz Reid, 32 minutes, 18 points, 5 rebounds, 6 assists, 3 steals. Like I said last stream, he's getting a sneaky amount of steals and blocks. Didn't have any blocks though tonight. He was 6 of 12, 4 of 8 from 3, had 2 turnovers, had 4 fouls, and a costly technical late. Don't love getting a technical in the fourth quarter, especially on a play where I don't think he was fouled, and then he did foul the opponent. Honestly, before that play, I was like, man, I'm loving Naz tonight. Because when Naz is, in general, for like the last couple of weeks, Naz's 3 has been back. I know we were kind of down on him offensively for a while. But his 3 has kind of come back now. He looks like he's in rhythm when he's shooting. He's got the same kind of form now. And they look good. They just look good coming out of the hand. Obviously, he scored 18 points tonight, so that was really good. And he hit 4 threes. Honestly, I don't even know where to put him. Maybe it still is Cash. I was so in the mindset of Cash before some of that stuff at the end that really bothered me. But it did bother me. A win is a win. It 100% is Tycoon. The pickings are slim for a Minnesota team win. That is true. Oh, no. I'm on the Finch needs to do something. As in, like, play him? Or what? I would say nice because of the tech. I know. See, that's kind of where I am. I think this is like a better, like for the record, I think this is a better than nice game. Especially given what we've seen in the beginning of the season here, which again, beginning of the season makes sense. He had a tricky offseason, of course, personally. So, I mean, tricky is not the right word, like a devastating offseason for him. So like beginning of the season obviously was rough. But he's better now. You know, I think nice is probably fair. Ashwin says Naz was hamming it up as a distributor tonight. Yeah, he did have assists. That is true. Yeah, what do you have? 6 assists. Oh, I thought he was 4 and 5. Okay. It's pretty nice. He needed to also because Randall was not fantastic. Who we're gonna do next? Speech impediment out of control tonight. Julius Randle. Get your grades in for Julius Randle. We're on to the starting 5. 33 minutes, 16 points, 8 of which in overtime, 5 rebounds, 6 assists. He was 6 of 14, but there was a point where he was 3 of 11. Wow, did he hit all of his shots in overtime? No, 3 of 4 in overtime. I thought he was 3 of 11 at one point. Maybe I'm crazy. 0 of 3 from 3, 4 of 4 from the line. He was trying to get to the line. He has been trying to get to the line recently, and I don't know. It's been hitting some games, missing some games. 2 turnovers, 4 personal fouls. I don't know. So that same commenter that I was talking about in the last stream, they also thought that I just wasn't recognizing Randall. And I think, again, I think what I'm doing is I'm lumping games together because I do like Randall. But I think that for the last, I don't know, and I don't have the games in front of me. I guess I should pull up the games before I make comments. But I just feel like he's been sped up way too much over the last. Okay, no, I'm not crazy. His last 5 games, 16 points, 22 points, which was the last game, 16 points, 10, 17. Some of those weren't terrible games, even though they were lower scoring for him. But also, we've come to this place now where we just expect Randall to be getting 20 plus, 25 plus points a game. It's kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy. But I am willing to give him some amount of grace here because he did start the season so well and ended last season so well, other than the OKC series. But right now, I don't know. The term I just keep using, but I feel like there's no other way to say it, is he's getting sped up. I think it's like he's tensed up, so he's trying to dribble faster. He's trying to move faster. His movement is less methodical and more erratic. It's not necessarily resulting in like a million turnovers, but it feels like a turnover waiting to happen every time he has it. And I feel like tonight especially, he was really trying to draw foul calls, which I think is a good game plan. But the way he was doing it was just too sped up. I don't know. I didn't love it. But I mean, before overtime, he was even benched. He was benched with 2 minutes to go in the game. It was, or maybe, what was it? How many minutes? Wait, no, he played 5 minutes in the fourth quarter. That's crazy. But it made sense because he wasn't playing well. And then overtime, he comes out and it's just like, he was bully ball. It was bully ball then. So I think, honestly, for me in the first half, it was like, we're talking like borderline old, maybe even Wancho. There was a point in the fourth where he had like 6 points or something like that. I don't know. But I think the overtime, the overtime was like cash, so I think it's probably a mess still. I think he takes himself up. I just don't know that I can go all the way up to nice. It was nice. He won it. Yeah, yes. Okay. And John says meh in regulation, cash and OT. That's close to where I am. It's definitely close. He was out of control. He gets a meh. I was furious about Randall's game until the very end. I would say meh, almost a Wancho. Okay, good. That's kind of where I was. He's been kind of inconsistent this season. Average is pretty good, but he has been in a slump. Yes. He's definitely been getting sped up. Yeah. It's just weird. It's just like he looks uncomfortable out there. Which it's like, I don't know because I've never had to do like film review, of course, as a player, but like it feels as if you would watch that and be like, okay, I'm going to like calm down. But maybe they haven't had time. I don't know. I have no idea how it works. But yeah, against OKC, Randall is almost unplayable. I'm not going to lie. Yes, exactly. And that's the thing. That's why it was a problem last season to play the Thunder in the playoffs and lose, because they were able to kind of speed him up and, make it tough for him and show his weaknesses. Because when he gets sped up, it's not just that he turns the ball over. It's that everything deteriorates. It's like everything goes bad. So it's like the magic key that unlocks everything terrible about Julius Randle. And, but when he's methodical and slow and bully ball, it's like everything is amazing. His passing is amazing, his shot making, his shot creating, like everything is good. So, yeah, John or KJ, I don't know what's going on. It's crazy. StreamYard has changed this. I think I keep trying to look in the settings, but I keep I'm not seeing it anywhere. So I don't know why it's showing everybody's names or not showing everybody's names. But Randall is a playoff fraud like Austin Reeves. Well, he beat Austin Reeves last year. Austin Reeves was a little bit of a playoff fraud, but Austin Reeves has been playing amazing this season, for real. He's been playing really good. However, he's playing with LeBron and Luka, so being a third option is... I'm seeing people compare Austin Reeves' numbers, because he's having good numbers, to like Anthony Edwards, and it's like, okay, well, you can't be comparing that. But anyways, yeah, I think we're going to stick with a meh. I think it was a bad enough game early. He saved himself from a Wancho or an old, but, and, big shout out. He gets an extra little sticker on his name, maybe, saying good job or something, because the overtime was really, really good. Dante DiVincenzo, 38 minutes, 15 points, 4 rebounds, 5 assists, 2 steals, 1 block. Nice block. I love that block. He was only 5 of 16, but they were 5. He was, oh my gosh, 15 of his 16 shots were threes, which I guess is kind of what you want. But he was 5 of 15 from 3. Only 1 turnover, 2 fouls. That's a crazy stat line. He hit some really big threes, but it took him shooting 15 of them to get there. I didn't realize it was that bad. I felt like it was actually a pretty good game for him. But as you guys know, I'm like weirdly, I don't know what it is because I don't even necessarily like. I don't know that I like Dante, but I am for some reason. If you're new here, way too easy on him. Because it just feels, I don't know. It's something about shooters. I say this all the time, but it was the same with Beasley. It was the same with like even Kevin Martin when he was on the team. Like it just felt good to see shots go up from a shooter. And it's like, I don't know. It's just weird. But Brosmer should start. I don't know about that. You're a Wolves fan. You love a token white boy. But see, I did not like Luka Garza. See, that's where I realized that maybe it wasn't just that because I was like, oh, I'm not a big fan of the Garza stuff. Also, I'm not a huge fan of the Ingles stuff. Some of the Ingles stuff is funny, like the inbounder stuff, but like, I don't know. But maybe there's traces of it. I mean, I am born in Minnesota. Anyways, who the heck are we talking about? Dante. This is so tough because when you take so many shots and miss a lot of shots, but you make some big shots, it's like, how do I grade that? You know? I know, right? Pretty crazy. Beasley was a parade of homes type of shooter. I like Dante, but I thought he would be way better for us. I know. See, I think I've said this a million times, and I know you guys are probably bored by it, but it's like, I think I was just tricked by that one playoff series. And maybe Tim Conley was too. But do I go nice? Because I feel like he had some nice moments, but he shot 15 threes and only made 5 of them. 15 threes is crazy. There were actually a few that I didn't like. I think, okay, I'm going to do my rule. I'm in between meh and nice. If we win, we go up. If we lose, we go down. I'm going to go up to nice. Honestly, I'm probably a little closer to meh. But since I'm in between and I've made the rule in the past, we're just going to do that. I don't know. And I don't want to think about it anymore. I'm bored with Dante. But I think his nice is good. Okay, good. And then King Jack says meh. Let's do Jaden. Jaden McDaniels, 33 minutes, 17 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal, 1 block. He was 7 of 10 shooting, had only 3 fouls. It felt like more to me for some reason. Maybe I'm remembering the last game. Jaden felt pretty good to me. Honestly, I feel like he played pretty well. Offensively, again, I liked the aggressiveness, and this is what I'm talking about. He did hit some big threes for us too. Or a big 3. I'm remembering one at least. What was he from 3? Let me see. He was 3 of 3 from 3. Wow. Okay. Yeah. I thought this was a pretty good game. This might even be cash. Let's see. Jaden, my goat. 3 of 3 from cash. Yeah. Cash. Okay, good. I'm not crazy. I was a little late to Madsen. I knew of him when I was a kid, but I wasn't following the Wolves as actively then. I was like, I don't know. I don't even know when he was on the team, but like I was a kid. That's all I remember. 6'7". I can't do that. I'm like 30 something years old. Jaden guarded Trey Murphy all game, and that was huge. Except that Trey Murphy did go off for 33, and this keeps happening. I feel like Jaden is guarding players, and then we're getting to situations where it's like I feel like he played it good, but then I look at the stat line for his opponent. It's like, oh God, they went off. But I mean, obviously, I still believe in Jaden's defense. I think it's still cash, though. I'm going to go cash because the shooting was that good. 7 of 10 shooting, 3 of 3 from 3 cash. 6'7" again. Look at this. I'm 42 and my entire life is 6'7". It's all I care about. To be honest, Love Fadina, I have no idea. You guys tell me, and I'll believe you. Because I didn't even understand. When I looked at the stat line, I was like, oh my gosh, he has so many points or he has so many rebounds. But apparently that's common. Ooh, get now out of here. Whoa, we're flying through. We're already almost done with the tier list. What the heck? I guess we are. we've just got Rudy and Ant. All right, Rudy Gobert. Get your grades in for Rudy. Did I put Jaden up there? I did, right? Yes, okay. Rudy Gobert, he played 38 minutes, had 26 points and 13 rebounds. That's crazy. Almost shot a three. Almost. So close. Didn't look particularly good. I've seen him shoot threes in warmups, and sometimes it looks kind of good. This did not. It looked like he shot it with like the opposite hand. Maybe it was just because he was behind the basket and it looked funky. I don't know. It looked disgusting. It hit rim, thankfully, because the fact that it hit rim makes me think that it's possible it could happen again. And I'm desperate to see this happen again. But anyways, Rudy, 26 and 13. He had 1 steal, 1 block. He was 9 of 10 shooting / dunking / laying up. He was 8 of 10 from free throw. How about that? Pretty good free throw night for him. Did have 5 personal fouls. There were moments where I thought defensively he was good against Queen, but there were also some moments, because honestly, I wasn't paying attention to Jaden on defense. I was paying attention way more to Queen, because I'm trying to see his game, because I just haven't watched the Pelicans. So it's like, it's interesting. And I'll see how Rudy handles somebody like that. Offensively, how many of these points also came late? Because he had a lot garbage time. He had 8 points. I'm not trying to say he didn't have a good night offensively, but like he had 8 points in overtime, which a lot of those happened like right at the end. But bro, it was horrible as 3. Oh man. Yeah. Oh, you almost did. It wasn't. He had his whole foot on the line, maybe even a whole foot over the line. But it was a good game. Horse-sized duck, horse-sized duck, horse-sized duck. Yeah. If he hit that 3, it's A1. I'm telling you guys, I don't care if it's in a loss to the Pelicans on Thursday. I don't care if it's in a loss in Game 7 in the NBA Finals. If he shoots a 3, a full 3, and makes it, it's an A1. I don't care. But I do think it's an HSD. This was a great game for Rudy. This was a great game. Now, he had some bad moments against Queen, and he also had some good moments against him. But it's a rookie, so you kind of have to take that into account too. So I think it was still a good game. I mean, obviously, it was a great game. It was a great game. What am I saying? Horse-sized duck. Horse-sized duck. Anthony Edwards, get your grades in. Some of you already have. Get your grades in for Anthony Edwards. 47 minutes, and he had 44 points. Shout out to Finch for changing it up and leaving him in for the first part of the fourth. Actually, the entire fourth quarter, right? He played the entire fourth quarter. I think he played the entire second half. Let me look at this. He played the entire second half and OT. Wow. That was after knocking knees too. And that actually looked like, there's been other times where I've kind of been picky with him about his injuries and maybe embellishing certain injuries. This was that was pretty sharp knee to knee contact. And he stayed in the game and played the rest of the game. That's crazy. 44 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists. He was 16 of 30, 6 of 13 from 3. He was 6 of 8 from the line, 3 turnovers, 4 personal fouls. Again, he's been fouling a little bit more recently. But this was a great game. This was a great game from Anthony Edwards. HSD A1, close to A1, played 30 minutes in the second half. Yeah, pretty crazy. Make a tier above A1. Now remember, A1 is unforgettably good. You have to be able to come back to me and be like, remember how good that Anthony Edwards game was against the Pelicans? I'm not saying this wasn't a good game, but HSD for Ant, played the entire second half. Yeah. A1. Both steps forward for Ant. Does the 3 matter if he clanks the 3 in or bounces off the rim? Honestly, if it just goes in, it doesn't. It has to go in, I think. Then we'll give him the auto A1. But yeah, no, yeah. I mean, this was a great game. Obviously, I think this is an easy HSD in contention for A1. But I don't think I can go all the way there. I mean, he had, there's going to be people in the comments, maybe now, maybe later, that are mad at this because they're going to say, how could you expect from better? I think it's just the lack. we're really, I mean, we're talking about world class. Like this is like the grand finals. This isn't just like a regular game. Like this is, I mean, this literally is a regular game. But like we're being nitpicky. We're being judges. If we're trying to find things to nitpick at, I mean, he really did have a good game from start to finish. This was an MVP level game, and his numbers recently, guys, is just out of control. So he's got 44, 32, 39, 31, 43, 41. That's his last 6 or 7 games, 6, 7. I mean, it's just crazy. You could make the argument, especially for how many minutes he played in the second half, not being used to that. And maybe it's just because he played so well today, but like I kind of feel like I want that more because Ant keeps getting thrown into games with 7 minutes left and he has to make an impact, which is, I mean, that's a good situation to put him in. And I want him to have to like learn how to score quickly because he's still young. He needs to learn and go through some things. He still was. There were some moments also, I think in the beginning of the fourth, where he was kind of forcing it a little bit. And even Jim and Grady were kind of remarking on it. But overall, still just an incredible game. It's good. Very good. HSD. And then Finch, honestly, we'll give him a meh. We'll give him a meh tonight because we should not be in a situation where we're down by 15 to the Pelicans in any situation. That shouldn't be happening. I understand, Ashwin's kind of made some good points recently about like, hey, a lot of that's just on the players. Like the players have to kind of buy in as well. Yes, that's true. But I think that the coach does have some say there. The coach, the players are going to respond to the coach if they deem it necessary. And obviously they responded and won tonight, but I just don't think you should be in that situation where you're down 15. I don't care that it's the beginning of the season. I don't care that this is going to be a forgettable game. Nobody's going to remember this game, or if we do, that's sad because then that means that we haven't had many good games this year. But yeah, no. This was fine. But I like the decision. I do like the decision to keep Ant in start the fourth because you don't want to have it where the momentum shifts back and then you have to crawl back out again. It's just bad for the mental for the players, for him, for himself, and just everyone. It's not good. So cool. There we go. Yeah, this is exactly. Great comment. I think this is Jay Owner. I don't know. I could be wrong. But yes. Pretty wild. And guess what, guys? I was not prepared for this. You guys all like the stream so much. I'm seeing 54 likes right now. So I have to figure out how to do a giveaway live. I don't even know what I'm going to give away. I didn't even say what I was going to give away. Maybe we could give away. We could do a couple things. Maybe I'll let you guys decide. I got to pull up my laptop just in case you guys decide one of the two things. But we could do, and by the way, we try to do giveaways often. We haven't done as many recently because I've been setting some kind of high like goals, which tonight we might make the high goal, even though I lowered the goal. I've been trying to do 75 likes, but channel giveaway says, oh gosh. So we could do some Wolves After Dark merch. I got to pull up my store so I can get these links though. You're gonna have to bear with me. I gotta log in. This is crazy. Let's see. How did I log into this? You guys remember the password? Just kidding. But we could do one of two things. Wolves After Dark merch. We could do like maybe 2 of them. Or we could do like ticket giveaways, but or a ticket giveaway, like 2 tickets upper deck to like a game coming up here. I have no idea. I haven't even looked at buying tickets, nor do I even know how to really transfer the tickets. So, because I don't know if the system's changed. What do you guys want? Do you guys want upper deck tickets or do you want some merch? You guys let me know and we can do that. Let's see. I wanted to do a giveaway. Well, I guess I can figure out the giveaway at a different time. But yeah, we've got like a plain Wolves After Dark shirt. I think that would probably be a good one. Get some Wolves After Dark stuff going. Merch. We'll do yes. And so typically the way we do this, thank you for reminding me. I have to pull up or actually I think the best way to do it, well, maybe we'll do it two ways. We'll do it two ways, okay? First, let me pull up Nightbot so that we can get the whatever it is, the giveaway thing up here. We're doing a keyword, doing everybody. And we'll do, we usually put a keyword in the chat, and then whoever does that has to reach out on Discord. Actually, no, we'll do both of them here. We'll do both of them in chat so that everybody that attended the stream, liked the stream, did all the things that we require, does that. Now, also, you guys, we like to do this for people who are subscribed to the stream. So make sure you subscribe because I am going to be changing the chat to sub-only mode. You have to be subscribed for a minute or more to be able to chat, and you're going to have to chat with the keyword. So make sure if you aren't already, you are subscribed. I am going to put up, and actually I'll just do it right now. I'm going to put up a QR code on the screen that you will be able to join the Discord, because you're going to have to DM me on Discord with, well, you're not going to have to DM, you will have to DM me, but I'm going to DM you just a link, and then you just put all your information in that link, and then I sell it to the top bidder. No, but then you you put in your information, and then you get the merch. You just get it to you. So this is for Wolves After Dark t-shirts. We're going to do two, and if you get Upper Deck, you must live stream peripherals. We will do some ticket giveaways here soon. Just I don't know when. So cool. Okay, everybody can comment, right? Hopefully, all the comments stopped after I turned on subscriber only mode. So let's see. What could we put as the word? Let's do. I'm going to try something, and we're going to see if it works. Okay. Bang. Let's do this. Okay. So I'm going to type the comment in the chat, and this is what you guys need to do, okay? Type this. Bang. You're in the Discord. Fantastic. Now, in the chat of YouTube, type this. Type this to be entered. We're going to check. This might not work, so we might have to do it twice because last time it didn't work, and it was very annoying. But we will see. Here we go. Yeah, okay, it's working this time. There we go. That's what I like to see. Thank goodness. Last time was super annoying. Love it. Keep it going. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you like the stream. We're going to do two of these. So first one, we're going to run here in like, I don't know, 20 seconds or something like that. And then after that, we're going to do another. And if we get to 80 likes on the stream before we're done, we'll do a third one. So get that happy birthday, Ashwin, in the chat. I love it. Look at this. We got so many people joining. This is fantastic. I love it. Great job, everyone. Look at this. We win. This is fantastic. Wish Warriors luck versus the common enemy, OKC. Yeah, no, I want the Thunder to lose everything. Okay, we're drawing in 3, 2. Excuse me, Josh. I'm not putting that on the screen, although it actually is on the screen. 3, 2, 1. It is Emmy Cricket. I am unfamiliar with this name. Maybe it's just because they changed it to the username. I have no idea who that is. But make sure the link right up here, go there and then look for me in the Discord. Also, maybe if your username's the same, I'll be able to just find you, one of the two. Oh, that's Emmy. Okay, I see. I haven't seen that picture before. Perfect. Then I know. Never mind. You're already in Discord. That's perfect. Amazing. All right. DM me and I'll DM you. That's perfect. Good. We got somebody. We're going to do one more here. Let's change the keyword here, okay? We're going to change the keyword. We're going to reset. Giveaway options. Now we're going to do I got to see, I'm not good at thinking up things quickly. We'll just do this. This is lame. I just don't know what else to do. Some of you guys are good at guessing these, but I don't think you guys have So this, I'm going to put it on the screen. The new keyword for the second jersey, not jersey. We're not doing a jersey. I can't talk. Second shirt is WAD Squad. Wolves After Dark Squad. WAD Squad. But you have to type it just like it is on screen. Type that. Is she winning all the over-unders? That's right. I haven't even looked at the over-unders today. Hopefully I did something okay. I almost missed it again. But WAD Squad. Look at all the WAD Squatters. Look at this. We got to have a meetup someday. This is great. By the way, appreciate all you guys showing up. I was expecting like 10 people tonight. The Discord was kind of quiet. Usually the Discord's popping. But it was not so much tonight. That's okay. And it doesn't need to be popping every day because we're playing the Pelicans. But I just assumed there was not going to be many. All right. We get 10 seconds. Perfect, Emmy. I just got your DM. I'm going to send you a link in a little bit. It might not be immediately after stream. Same with whoever wins this next one. It might not be immediately, but I will DM you. And everybody make sure you join the Discord, even if you don't win, because we're going to do some giveaways there too. I know I've been promising giveaways all season, but I promise we actually are going to be doing that. Cool. I don't know what you're talking about, oh gosh, but here we go. 3, 2, 1. ML, another, what am I trying to say? A regular. I appreciate it. That is awesome. I think I have your information someplace. I think you have DM'd me on Instagram. We do have a Wolves After Dark Instagram, but it's my photography Instagram, which now is dormant because I'm not a photographer anymore, really. But that's amazing. Can you explain Discord? I mean, I can't tell if you're being serious or not, but it's where Ashwin, I don't know. I was trying to think of something funny, but I couldn't think of it. But ML, you know where to reach me. I probably know where to reach you too. We got some winners. Let's see. Did we get to 80 likes? I don't think so. I think we got to 60 something, which is pretty dang good for us. That's pretty amazing. Yeah, we got to like 62. That's pretty good. Discord is hard to understand. Yeah, I mean, it's like a message board. It's weird, but amazing. Cool. Well, we got some winners, and I got to send out some merch. I got to figure out how to do that. I couldn't figure out how to do it live, and I'm not going to continue to try. So, oh, the wild one too. Nice. There we go. Perfect. Thank you, Gerald. Gerald, my employee. No, I'm just kidding. It's a group chat program where we talk about the Wolves live chat during the game. Yes, and we have news, and we have other stuff too. We talk about people. There's a Lynx channel that we talk about. There's a Vikings channel that just has a bunch of depressing thoughts. There's a Twins one that has even worse thoughts. So pretty cool. W stream, appreciate it. Like the stream, or Rudy Gobert will attempt a 3. Oh my. Cool. Well, I appreciate you guys. Thanks for tuning in. We will be probably live on Thursday. We're probably going to be live on Thursday. I always like to leave myself a little bit of an out in case it's a terrible game, because sometimes it's not fun to talk about these early season games if there's not much to say. And people don't like it too. When they watch them, they leave comments and they're like, yeah, this is dumb. And I'm like, you're right. But yeah, I think that's it. How do you genuinely feel barely pulling out the win against the Pels? Well, Snaggy, you've got a 54-minute stream that you can replay, and I talk about it a couple times in different ways, but the very short version, just for you, is not amazing. Not amazing. But we'll take it. We'll take wins however we can. Is there a Discord where I can support the channel? Well, you're going to have to go back and click that QR link. Talk about, I know sometimes losses are fun to talk about, but there's also some wins that are just really boring. I don't know. So it's hard, but thanks for the stream. Appreciate it, guys. You guys are nice. You guys are too nice. Anyways, happy birthday, Ashwin, in the chat to leave us 52 wins. Oh, we're 13-8 now. That's pretty good. Where are we in the standings? I didn't say the schedule also. I'm kind of all over the place. The giveaway kind of ruined me. We are still sixth. Oh, yeah, because we're still a couple games back. But we're sixth in the West right now. The Nuggets have been falling a little bit lately. Apparently, they're not so happy. We're 1.5 games behind the Nuggets, Spurs, Rockets. So we could very quickly vault ourselves into the 3 seed if we really tried. So, and the Lakers are 4.5, or we're only 2.5 games behind the Lakers. So the 2 seed is ridiculously possible. That's crazy. And I feel like we have not been playing very well. Cool. 52 wins still possible. HSD in the chat. Happy birthday, Ashwin in the chat. Intro's the outro. If I can remember how to stream. We will see you guys Thursday night.
I believe that the Minnesota Timberwolves are going to win the world championship.